Yo, what is up, bitches? It is your man Big Daddy Bling here with You Cannot Be Serious. And oh man, are those Cubbies hot right now. They are on track to win 100 games this season and 9 games clear in the NL Central. Man, it is not even close. But I want to hear from you, Bling Nation. What do you think? First up, we have Tyler from Kansas. Tyler, you are on the air with Big Daddy Bling. Hey, Big Daddy, I just think that Swanson is more fragile than my grandmama's hip, and he needs to be replaced. Yeah, man, yeah, Nana needs a new hip that doesn't cost $27 million. You know what I'm saying? Joey from New York, you are on the air with Big Daddy Bling. Hey, bro, these Cubs, man, they are dirty. 2 pitchers suspended for fighting in a month. Go play hockey, man. Yeah, man, batters do love hitting Cubs pitching lately, don't they? Brad from Boston. Man, Brad, we all know what you're gonna say, bro. No, Big Daddy, I promise I will not say the Yankees suck.
Go, Cubs, go. Go, Cubs, go. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today.
Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to the Chicago Cubs. It is Season 5, Episode 5 today. We are hosting Atlanta and we are absolutely flying. Since I saw you last, we've had 2 pitchers suspended for fighting, Croquet and currently San Martin, who is back in because we have an injury to... Oh no, Chris Clark actually has gone down. He was rubbish. So yeah, we're fighting more than one way and Swanson's injured again as well. So, I mean, he's not really good enough to be injured all the time, is he? So... 27 million, I think it goes to 26, then down to 25 the last 2 years of his deal after this. But the problem, of course, is that no one is going to take a fragile shortstop. I wouldn't have thought anyway. Maybe we can try. That's on 27, so he goes down to 28 next year and then 27 the year after that. Yeah, I mean, his WAR is positive. His bat is not particularly good. It's never really been that great for us, to be honest, has it? So... yeah, it's a little bit of a what do we do with him. I'm thinking we might need to start and maybe not. He's not an everyday player. Maybe we look to use him in maybe some better games or some tougher games for us. Maybe we look to play him sort of rest him every 3rd day or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to have to do something because he's just... where's injury history here? He's just constantly injured. And it's not always... I mean, he had a major injury there, the 7 or 8 month one. But it's not always huge injuries. It's just, you know... weeks here, days there, and it just makes it difficult to rely on him. You don't never know when he's going to be unavailable, of course. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with him. Maybe it's not as bad as it feels. He's just niggly injuries, perhaps. But anyway, that is that. But as you can see here, we are absolutely flying. We're back on track to win 100 games. Let's see how we've done since last episode. And we left off, of course, after the All-Star game with a bit of a disappointing defeat, but we won the other 2 games of that series, so that was good. Dodgers came to town. We bookended 2 defeats, so that's okay, I suppose. Then we went on a little bit of a run here because we swept San Francisco, so we went to Cincinnati, swept them as well. We went to Colorado, as tends to be the case in Colorado, a few higher scorer games. We sort of won 1, lost 1, tick over into August. And we actually ended up losing that series. We then went to Pittsburgh. We won 3 of 4 even in that one. But look at game 2 here. We had Zerpa was starting this one because of the suspension to... who got suspended first? I think it was San Martin. No, Croquet got suspended first. But 6 runs we scored in the 9th inning there, which was brilliant, obviously, to get the win. If we go and have a look at everybody's bats, we can see how they all did there. But the reason for coming and having a look at this one is if we go and have a look at the pitching, look at Zerpa. Zerpa with 7 innings, no earned runs, 5 hits, and then Montano came out and blew it for him. So he didn't get the win. So yeah, a little bit of a... I'm sure that's massively disappointing for Zerpa. And then game 4 of the series, which got a little bit silly, certainly not one to be a pitcher. We had a grand slam in the 5th where we scored 8 runs. We scored 5 runs in the 2nd as well. They had 2 4-run innings as well, so absolute crazy stuff. But it was Casey with what I believe was a first career grand slam. He was playing this one in place of, I'm not sure, in left field. It looks like Vlad was being rested perhaps. And yeah, he hit a grand slam. So very, very nicely done there. Bregman with a 4 for 6 day and 4 RBIs as well, showing that he does actually know how to play baseball if he feels like it. And if we go and have down look at the pitching, this was, I think, Clark's last game before we binned him off. Ollie Santos, unfortunately for him, had a rare bad day in his rookie season. We then went to, Washington came to us. We only won 1 of 3, and that was in the extra innings, but we absolutely blew the first game of the series. You can see here 5 runs we gave up in the 9th, which is so frustrating, really, really frustrating. The bats never really got going. You'll see Wakasuma is in the lineup for this one. He was briefly in the team because Made was injured, and so he came in. Then Swanson got injured, and Made came in for Swanson, and then somebody else came fit. Oh, and a new man has come in for Swanson. So so Wakamatsu was in for Made. Anyway, he's not in the team anymore. It was a brief call up. Alcantara though in this one had a very good time of things. If we can get 7 innings, 1 earned run out of him for the rest of the season, we'll be very pleased. Montano again struggled, and you can see everybody else there as well. So that brings us to the current series hosting Atlanta. We've won the first 2 in very tight, narrow games. So now we're looking for a sweep of the Braves. Now the overall standings. And the Braves are topping a very poor division right now. Everybody is under 500. It's actually a very close division as well, isn't it? So only 6.5 games top to bottom. But we are very, very comfortably leading our division. And we should be dreaming of clinching this thing in the next month or so, I would hope. Anyway, we have a look at some of the league leaders. Again, no one, Pete Crow-Armstrong up there with stolen bases, but no one is leading or in the top 3 of any particular category. We just have a very solid team, and as it turns out, good solid teams can do well. Now, if we do have a look at the pitching stats, now San Martin has come back in for Clark, who has dropped down. And the other change that we see is San Martin is no longer, well, he is in the team, but he's suspended right now. So Zerpa has come back into the starting rotation for now. Once Martin's suspension is up, I suspect we'll switch them back, because Zerpa is doing a decent job out of the bullpen as well, as to be fair, when he started that one game. So we'll see how he goes in a second start of the season. But yeah, it is generally speaking going well. Alcantara is getting better, as you would expect. He hasn't played since last season, since before he came back. I think he faced 1 or maybe 2 batters in spring training. So yeah, he's only going to get better. But everybody else is doing fine. Even Bednar's got his ERA down below 6. So that's positive for him, I suppose. His FIP, though, is quite low, isn't it? So that suggests that he is being a little bit unlucky that his ERA is quite as high as it is. But yeah, anyway, it's going quite well with the pitchers. We haven't had to make any changes, which is nice, or only the one, really. And if we look at the hitters, now the new man is this man, Arjun Nimala. We'll have a look at him in just a second. He probably will be the long-term solution to the problem that is Swanson right now. But he is not quite ready just yet. Actually, we need to go back into Major League numbers. I apologize. The pitchers were probably on all numbers there. But he's got off to a solid start, which can happen when someone gets called in. He was only in Double-A, so we'll have a look at him in a bit more detail in just a second there. But yeah, for the most part, everybody is doing well. I don't particularly mind who's playing in what position. I do prefer Ballesteros to Nido, but if we look at their catching the defensive abilities of 2, then Nido is probably just as close. It's just Ballesteros' bat does offer a lot more to the team right now. So yeah, that is that. Bregman obviously is a disappointment, isn't he? There's no ways around that. But as I keep saying, if he does it for us when we get to the playoffs, then that will be absolutely fine. I will have no problem with him. So yeah, that is that. Now let's have a quick closer look at Nimala. Here he is here. Now, we drafted him in 2026, so last season, and yeah, he's obviously come up quite quickly. He's a very good defensive second baseman, a fairly good defensive shortstop. It might be a situation where if we are looking to move on from Swanson, and again, we're going to have to try and trade him, which is going to be very difficult to get someone to take him. If we are looking to do that, though, it might be that Made becomes shortstop and Nimala becomes second base, but then we've got to think about Rafaela, who can play second base quite well. So, yeah, we'll wait and see there. But his career to date, as I say, it's been a fairly rapid rise for him. He drafted last year, was in Double-A. He did place in spring training this season as well, and did okay. So yeah, we'll see what we get with him. It's very early in his career. We're not expecting him to come in and be a superstar, but if he can put up some solid numbers and just sort of fill in adequately for Swanson while he is injured, which is a fairly regular thing, then that'll be fine. And it might even be, maybe the way of getting this guy ready for Major League Baseball is calling him in when Swanson gets injured, and he can sort of just ease his way into Major League Baseball, because I think there is a Major League player there, isn't there? I mean, especially if that bat comes out to potential, then I don't think we have too much to worry about in terms of a succession plan. I think we have it right there. But that is pretty much everything caught up on, so let's go and check these lineups as we look to try and sweep the Braves. On your feet, Chicago, as we try and send the Braves back to Atlanta with a sweep. At first base, it's Vlad Jr. At second base, it's Ceddanne Rafaela. At third base, it's Alex Bregman. At shortstop, it's Kevin May. In left field, it's William McQuaid. In center field, it's Pete Crow Armstrong. In right field, it's Brennan Davis. Designated hitter tonight is Edouard Julien. Behind the plate, it's Moses Ballesteros. And your starting pitcher is Sandy Alcantara. I really enjoyed doing those voices, I've got to say. Anyway, look at these matchups. Absolute thing of beauty this is. No wonder the NL East is a bit of a shambles if that's the best team in there. But anyway, Rafaela leads us off at second base. Edouard Julien, the DH, bats second. Vlad third. McQuaid fourth. Davis and Ballesteros, the Fab Four there, making up the order. Bregman, let's hope he can become the Fab Five if he ever gets going, is batting seven. Then we've got Petey Crow Armstrong and Kevin May in a hot streak, but still don't quite trust the bat, even though he is batting seven. No, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? 270 this season, and is showing form that he showed last season when he was leading off the lineup. So that's all good. Sandy Alcantara, not unfortunately, but we'd see him again. Didn't really want that to happen necessarily. I like to show all our pitches, but it'd be nice to see the progress he's made in the last month. He has a 1-2 record, ERA of 4.39, whip of 157, which is continuing to get a little bit better. Up against Jared Schuster, I think you'd pronounce that. He has an 8-12 record, ERA of 4.54, a whip of 129. So the numbers suggest it's quite tight in terms of a pitching matchup. But we know Alcantara is better. We hope he's better than those numbers. And the batting lineups just look they are completely in our favour. So, yeah, let's hope we can do the sweep. So, welcome to Wrigley. It'll be Neto to lead them off, batting 222 so far this season. And, yeah, it's going well. We won 17 of 24 since last episode, which is a win percentage of 708. So if we can keep that up, we will obviously be winning 100 games this year, and that would be a really good achievement after the disappointment of last season with 99 wins and still going to the wild card game. Donovan, he comes in now. He was batting 2-something, and Kevin May gets another out, so that is 2 away. And it'll be Jose Altuve. I do love that name. It just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? First pitch swing, ground ball to Vlad, and that'll do it. One nice 1-2-3 inning for Sandy, the Sandman, and that will mean we get to bat. Rafaela to lead us off, batting 270 this season. It is a 2-1 pitch, and Rafaela has hit it well into right field, and he is robbed out there. Nice catch by Altuve for 1 away. Julien batting 278 this season, a 2-2 pitch on him, and Julien strikes out, 2 away. Bringing in Vlad Jr. batting 284 this season. A 2-2 pitch, and Vlad Jr. hits it into left center field. And that will get to the Ivy, and Vlad will cruise into second for a double. What can McQuaid do? Now, we know he struggles comparatively versus lefties. He's batting 253 this season, and he strikes out to end the first. Don't worry, I think I've said before, his batting average is down this year for sure, but if you look at his on-base percentage and whatnot, he is actually not doing too bad. I think he's just getting a lot of they're trying to just walk in, pitch around him kind of thing. But we start the inning with a strikeout. Brian Even Reynolds comes in, batting 242. It is a 2-2 pitch. It is a ball into right field. Brennan Davis has that all day long, and that is 2 away. And it'll bring up Austin Riley, who is batting 210 this year. It's a 1-2 pitch. It's a strikeout, and that'll do it. Excellent work, and we'll go and have a bat. Brennan Davis to lead us off, batting 283 this season. It's a 1-2 pitch. And Davis hits it into left field. That'll find the ivy, and that will be a leadoff double for him. All right, now can we work this around? It'll be Ballesteros coming in. Now, he has got his 100th career hit since we saw him last. Now, for someone that's in his first full season, that's not a bad time together. He's batting .293 this season, and Ballesteros pops it up into the third baseman's glove, and that'll be one away. It'll bring up Bregman, batting .227 this season, a 1-2 pitch. Bregman into right field, and that'll be caught, 2 away. Davis will stay at second, and it is Petey Crow Armstrong batting .252 in a hot streak. What can he do versus a lefty, though? He can pop it up into center field, and that will do it for the bottom of the second. It is still scoreless, and it'll be Alcantara to face Shoemaker, and he is batting .246. That is, oh no, is it Shoemaker or Shoemaker? Either way, I'm curious now, because it obviously sounds like the Formula 1, that's Shoemaker. Alright, Alcantara gets the double play ball, but we can only turn one, which is a bit of a disappointment on that ball. Doesn't that look like a double play one to me? Will Benson will come in for them now. It is his first at bat this season, and he has hit it into right field. Davis makes... Oh, Davis. Well, that's... Yeah, not great, we've got to say. So runners at first and second with one out now for Neto, who is 0 for 1 today. Can we get another double play ball? No, we can't. It's into left field. Now McQuaid, not the strongest. And the error is going to cost us a run. So we fall behind. And still runners at first and second. Donovan to the plate, who is 0 for 1. He walks to load the bases. Come on, Sandy. Let's get your head back here, please. Altuve comes in. He's 0 for 1. Full count. And a strikeout for 2 down. And it is Matt Olson now 0 for 1. Now, he does have power, doesn't he? 22 home runs already this season. And that should be out somewhere. Oh, it's not. It's an infield hit. And that is now 2-0. And, I mean, it's still no earned runs, isn't it? Oh, no, 1 earned run now against Alcantara. How can it be an earned run if it's the guy that got dropped that scored the run? Anyway, Reynolds comes up. He grounds it to Vlad. That'll do it. But we have dropped 2 runs in the top of the third. And Kevin Maid will lead us off, batting .270 this season. It's an 0-1 pitch. Maid. Is that going to be caught? It looks like it is. And that will be 1 away. Up comes Rafaela, 0 for 1 today. And that is well hit by Rafaela. Down into that left field corner. And that should be a double. It is, and that is Rafaela's 100th career double. So, very nicely done by him. It brings Julian up. He is 0 for 1 today. Julian to the first baseman. It'll get Rafaela over to third. And it'll give Vlad a chance to pull one back for us. Vlad is 1 for 1 today. It's a first pitch swing. Vlad into left field, who is camped underneath it. And that'll do it for the third. So we are still 2 runs down. Riley to lead them off, 0 for 1 today. First pitch swing, and that is ripped into left field, right down into that corner, and that'll be a leadoff double for the Braves. Alright, in now will come for them. We will see momentarily. It is Shoemaker, who is... he walked last time up, I think, didn't he? He's grounded that back to Alcantara. Should be out at first. It is. Runner stays at second. Alright, it is Velozhin, who is 0 for 1 today. He grounds it to the Rafaela over to first. 2 away with the man moving over to third. It'll bring up Benson. He's 0 for 1. It's a 2-0 pitch. It is into right field. It is 3-0 to the Braves. And I think it is absolutely pouring outside. I'm recording this Saturday morning, so I'm just thinking cricket. Is cricket going to be on today when I hear rain belting off the window like that? Alright, it is Neto, who is 1 for 2. Full count and a strikeout to end the inning. But we have lost more runs there, or more run, as McQuaid will come up now 0 for 1 today. It's an 0-1 pitch. McQuaid into left field. Well hit, but straight to his glove. 4-1 away. In comes Davis now, who owes us for the error. It is a 1-2 pitch. Davis strikes out for 2 away. And it'll bring Ballesteros in, who is 0 for 1. It is a 2-2 pitch. And it is a strike. It is out at first, and it is the end of the bottom of the fourth. It is still 3-0 to the Braves. Alcantara will continue to Donovan, who's 0 for 1. And it is a 3-1 pitch. And that is popped up into right field. Davis goes back. 2 hands, please, mate. And that is 1 away. In comes Altuve, who is 0 for 2. It is a 1-0 pitch. Altuve down the third base line to Bregman. Over to Vlad. 2 away. And it is now Matt Olson, who is 1 for 2. Got an infield hit last time, which is probably, of all the ways he's going to get on base, the way you would least expect it. He's tried the same trick, but this time we're equal to it, and that'll do it for the 5th. No runs. And Bregman to lead us off, 0 for 1 today. He has 90 hits this season, I just saw. I mean, it feels like he's having an absolutely shocking season. Maybe he just doesn't like YouTube, I don't know. Anyway, he's out at first there. Petey Crow Armstrong, 0 for 1. An 0-1 pitch, and that is a ground ball to the shortstop for 2 away. And it'll bring in Kevin Made, 0 for 1. A 1-2 pitch. Made has got that into right field. It will drop in, and Kevin Made has a 2-out single. Can we get a 2-out rally going? It is Rafaela who is 1 for 2 today. A 1-0 pitch. Rafaela into right field, but that will be caught. And that'll do it for the 5th. All right, Reynolds will face Alcantara. Reynolds 0 for 2 today. It's a 2-2 pitch. And it is into right field. Davis will not have a play at that, and that will be a leadoff double for Brian Reynolds. And, yeah, we don't need any more runs crossing the plate here. Austin Riley, who is 1 for 2, a 1-2 pitch, and a strikeout for Alcantara. All right, and it was definitely a low pitch too. Look at that. So there we go. Ballesteros getting a good job done behind the plate. It is Shoemake who is 0 for 1. An 0-1 pitch, a ground ball. It'll be out at first. Runner over to third. And Velogen to the plate, who is 0 for 2 today. A 1-0 pitch. We really need this to be an out. Oh, it's not. It's going to be a 4th run. And Alcantara is doing his best impersonation of Leaky Fawcett here, isn't he? He's not having a bad game, it doesn't feel like, but we're 4-0 down. And he will now face Benson, who is 1 for 2. It is a 1-0 pitch. It is a ground ball. Rafaela has it over to first. That'll do it for the 6th. But, yeah, 4-0 down. We need to start scoring some runs here, and Julian will lead us off, trying to do just that. First pitch swing. Julian, ground ball to the second baseman, 1 away. How many pitches? This guy's got quite a few pitches left too, doesn't he? Only 72 in. All right, Vlad, he's 1 for 2. It's a 1-0 pitch. Vlad, oh, that looked good off the bat. Vlad Jr. has pulled one back. It is 4-1. It is his 25th home run of the season. It is 397 feet. And, well, that is a little bit of hope, isn't it? And in will come McQuaid now, who is 0 for 2. A full count. Can he get himself on base? McQuaid into right field. Simple catch. 1 away. No, 2 away, sorry. Davis now, who's 1 for 2. And you still owe us for that error out there, mate. A full count, and Davis into left field. It drops in just over the third baseman's head. And Davis has a 2-out single. What can Ballesteros do now? He's going to face the new man, Gallegos, who is ERA of 4.96 this season. Ballesteros 0 for 2 today. It's a 1-2 pitch. He's facing a right-hander as well, which can only help. But he still strikes out, and that'll do it for the 6th. All right, Neto to lead them off. He is 1 for 3 to face the new man, Bednar. So Alcantara, 3 earned runs from his 6-inning work. Well, again, it's not bad, is it? It's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Bednar starts with a pop-up. Davis, 2 hands, please. 1 away. All right, in comes Donovan, who is 0 for 2. A 1-2 pitch. Strikeout. Excellent work, Bednar. He is still, I mean, he's still quality, isn't he? He's just not had a particularly good season. I feel like what's happened is that last season and this season, if you combine the two, you've probably got a good season, but he was just so exceptional last year, and he's off a little bit this year, that just makes it look so much worse. Anyway, we're going to stretch. We need 3 runs in our last 3 innings. Okay, welcome back. Bregman will lead us off. He is 0 for 2. And he draws the walk. Excellent stuff. We'll take a lead-off walk, won't we? It is another change on the mound. It is Lucas Lutuge. ERA of 4.82 for him. He's going to face Petey Crow, who is 0 for 2 today. It's an 0-1 pitch. Can we get another base runner here? It is... Oh, it could be double play. Just the man at second. So it brings in Maid. I meant to say earlier on, Maid has got 100 career doubles, which is very nice for him. He is 1 for 2 today. and he has struck out, so that is not great. That looked high too. Where's our pitch thing there? 7. So no, it was actually low and inside. I mean, it still shouldn't have been swung at, but anyway. All right, Rafaela, 2 out, man at first. What can he do? He's 1 for 3. Rafaela hits it well into left field. It drops in. All right, I'll go. Get there. Petey Crow Armstrong goes for 3rd and gets there. So runners at the corners with 2 out. Didn't really need to take that risk, but he got there, I suppose, so it's fine. And it's Edouard Julian representing the tying run at the plate. He is 0 for 3. It's a 1-2 pitch. Julian, you just go through with it, man. He strikes out half swinging, which is arguably even more frustrating than actually swinging, if I'm honest. At least if you actually... Or to be fair, it was outside. So, yeah, stupid umpire. All right, who's this? Bednar now comes in. He's going to face Olsen, who is 1 for 3. Full count. And a strikeout for Bednar. His second of the game. He's going to face Reynolds now, who is 1 for 3. A 1-0 pitch. And that is into centre field. Petey Crow can't make a catch. So it is a 1-out single. Austin Riley will come on to face Ethan Roberts, who has an ERA of 3.34 this season. And that is not good. That's going to get to the Ivy out there in left centre field. And can we stop the run coming around from first? We can, but in a game where we cannot afford to go any further runs down, we have 1 out, runners at second and third. Shoemake at the plate, who is 0 for 2. And that is going to extend that lead out by 2, isn't it? Petey Crow, oh no, he keeps him at third, but it is 5-1. Roberts to face Velijan, who is 1 for 3 tonight. And there goes the runner. Ballesteros can't get him, so runners at second and third now with 1 away. Still a 1-0 pitch. And that is going to score a run. It should be out at first. It could have been a double play if they hadn't stolen, couldn't it? But it is now 6-1. And the sweep is looking increasingly unlikely. Benson's at the plate. Benson is going to extend that lead 1 more, I would imagine. Petey Crow Armstrong does his best, but it is now 7-1. 3 runs have come across in the top of the 8th. And, yeah. Roberts continues to be just pounded all round of Wrigley, and that is going to be runners at the corners with 2 away. Roberts to face Donovan. Donovan is 0 for 3. We could really do with that O staying. It should be caught by Davis. It is. But we now need 6 runs in 2 innings. And we will start with Vlad facing Wilson. Vlad is 2 for 3 today. He did hit that home run, of course. Our only run of the game so far. It's a 1-1 pitch. And Vlad rips it down into the left field and not quite into the corner, so it'll just be a single. But man at first, McQuaid at the plate, who is 0 for 3, but facing a right-hander this time. And McQuaid hits into a double play. It's not his day today, is it? Not his day. Davis now, 2 for 3. First pitch swing. Davis hits it well. Oh, and he's robbed in centre field. And with the bottom half of the order coming up in the 9th, you might feel like that is us done. Roberts to continue. Altuve is 0 for 4. He is 0 for 5 now as Bregman makes the play. It brings up Olsen, who is 1 for 4. It's a 1-0 pitch. And it is now 8-1. As Matt Olsen gets a very good piece of that. 444 feet. He did not miss that ball, did he? And Ethan Roberts, I mean, we arguably shouldn't have come back out. I suppose the thinking is the game's done. Why waste another bullpen arm? We have tomorrow off, though. Tomorrow's a rest day, so, you know, at least try. Anyway, 2 away now. Austin Riley at the plate. And that should do it. So we need 7 in the bottom of the 9th. I'm not saying we're no chance, but we've had better chances, let's say. Ballesteros is 0 for 3. It is an 0-1 pitch. Ballesteros grounds it to the second baseman. Not his day today. 1 away. In comes Bregman. 0 for Bregman. It is Bregman into left field. He is caught. So that is 2 away. And it will bring in Petey Crow Armstrong, 0 for 3, final out, an 0-1 pitch. Is it going to all end a little bit disappointingly? Yes, it is. Oh, no, wait. Could we get a 7-run 2-out rally? That would be something. What's the biggest ever 2-out rally? Does anybody know? I'm assuming 7 runs is going to be right up there if we can do it. As Kevin made, make sure we can't. But yeah, I wonder if anybody knows the answer to that. Let me know. So Ethan Roberts, I mean, it wasn't a great performance from him. He has done a lot better in the past, and he'll do a lot better in the future, I'd imagine. A prickly disposition, though, takes his role very seriously. Now, there's someone in the comments, I think it was the comments, that said that they know him. Sort of friends with his brother or cousin or something like that, and he's actually a really lovely bloke. So, surprises me that that's a prickly disposition is his personality, because that wasn't sort of what I was led to believe. But anyway, maybe professionally he's a bit prickly, and sort of in his personal life he's a bit more laid back. People might say the same thing about me. So that is absolutely fine. He'll do better, but yeah, not his greatest outing, was it? And it's still 9.5 games. We're still right there at 618. Win percentage gets us to 100. So yeah, we're still right on course to where we need to be. And I think what we will do is we will come back next time when we have a chance to, but hopefully anyway, clinch. It would be ideal if we could do it somewhere around St. Louis here, maybe Philly, Detroit, Cleveland. 9 games, if that gap stays about the same as what, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Cleveland is probably where we're looking. Maybe Philly if we go on a bit of a run. Maybe Milwaukee if it starts to get a little tense. But anyway, that's all for next time, guys. If you've enjoyed that, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And hopefully I will see you next time to finally get into the, miss it on the wild card altogether, into the playoffs proper. Take care.